Hey everybody, this is
The Wingin family.
And we are excited to get back to you here. We've got the next leg of our journey we're really excited to tell you a little bit about. Starting in actually middle India, working our way down to southern India. But, want to talk a little bit about our trip starting in Pune.
Almost felt like being in Hawaii. Definitely.
And the traffic wasn't that bad.
No,
No.
it was totally a different
Totally
vibe
different.
for Hawaii.
Totally different.
Much more laid back.
Yeah.
So, absolutely.
More tropical and humid.
Yeah, definitely.
So there's been a nice mix, that's one of the reasons coming to India. We kind of wanted to get a good feel of all around India. So, starting in Delhi, working our way around northern India, then down to southern India to really kind of get a good vibe of what India is all about, different cultures, different sections, and we feel like we've done that. But one of the great things, one of the reasons we actually went to Pune in the first place was I have a client there that I was consulting with. Hey everyone, this is Roy Meyer with the Appraiser Insiders, and I am here in Pune, India, working with Recon Data. They're an appraisal data entry company that I personally think, while we were there, but it was kind of nice to have a little bit of downtime for you. And well, first of all, Cody, what was your favorite part of being in Pune?
Well, at our hotel that we stayed at, the Orchid Hotel, there we found, to my surprise, honestly, I didn't think they would have it, a ping pong table. So I love ping pong.
So, yeah. Our client, actually Recon Data, they put us up in a 5-star hotel, really took great care of us. What was your favorite part of Pune?
My favorite part was me and Mom got our own room. We had the nice perfume, smelly good.
A lot of commerce there, a lot of, actually we even saw the Trump Towers there, didn't realize that Trump Towers there, but really a booming city in a lot of ways, so quite different than what we had seen in some other parts of northern India. So a lot of fun there, and once again shout out to Recon Data for taking such great care of us, and also we got to go to the restaurant we got to go to that we loved as well.
Barbecue Nation.
Barbecue Nation.
And then we headed down to see some very dear friends of mine down in Calicut, and RK and his wife. They took such great care of us. We got in there, and Sham wanted to give a shout out too, and the team that I was working with down there, Web Namasti. And what were some fun things that we did in Wayanad, which is about an hour from Kochi. I'm sorry, not Kochi, but an hour from Calicut. Drive that we did.
It was up a mountain.
Up in the mountains.
Yes.
And, what was your favorite part?
Probably that new game. It was called Kairos.
I don't know. All we know is that it was fun. We enjoyed it.
It's sort of like marbles, right?
No, it's kind of like pool.
Kind of like pool, marbles, but we did a drive up there, and we stayed in a really cool little cabin out in the middle of nowhere our first night. It was a real fun drive up there, and we found that Kairos game up there. Really hit it off with another family that was visiting from another part of India. They were in there for another festival, and they were so friendly and so much fun.
Yeah.
The next morning, the kids and I decided to go for a little walk behind the cabin, and to our surprise, there was these ladies working in the tea gardens. It was so neat to see them clipping away, and then there's a place that they can dry the tea leaves and ship them out, I guess. I don't know, but it was so pleasant, so majestic up there. It was really like being in a movie. So this little pathway that you can see up here, and there's tea leaves everywhere. The weather was perfect. It was so green and so relaxing. And then to our surprise, there was Sammy calls them the bumblebees, but they're these little tiny taxis that take people to and from the area, and it was just kind of funny to see that in the middle of nowhere. But it was just so majestic and just a gorgeous way to start the day.
they had the little umbrella hats.
Yeah.
umbrella hats. And what did you guys get to do while we were up in Wynot in the area up there? So, do you guys get to do some zipping?
Oh, zip
Yeah,
lining.
zip lining.
That was fun.
It said it was the longest zip line
In that area in Kerala.
Carolyn.
So the longest zip line. And how many times did you get to do it?
3, 2, I think.
2 times. And was it right off the road? And it was a long ride. Was that
It
fun?
was a long ride too.
But it was fun. But it was long.
So it was a lot of fun. And then
Riverboat rafting.
what did we do right after the zip lining?
Bamboo rafting.
So we got to do the bamboo rafting. And where did we do that at?
That was in Kerala, right?
That was on the river.
Yes, on the river too.
So that was.
Hi, we're the Wingin kids, and we are in India, zip lining.
And we are having a
Having a blast.
blast. We're having so much fun.
Yeah.
And now we're off to some bamboo rafting. See ya. We're the Wingin' It Kids, and we are bamboo rafting in Kerala.
Fun and unfortunately, Mom, you were a little under the weather on that particular.
I missed the zip lining and the rafting, so I was in.
So we did all kind of have our own turns with a bout of not feeling great, and so we were hoping to get through India unscathed, but we all kind of took our turn.
But it really wasn't bad.
But it wasn't
So
bad, yeah.
considering what we'd read and all the precautions that we were taking, it takes about 1 to 2 days to cycle through, and then you're back on track.
They were back on track. What was your our favorite food in Calicut? What did you find at Naturals?
Oh, the coconut-based ice cream.
Was that
It was the best ice cream I've
Everything's
ever had.
coconut based.
was it like the best ice cream you'd ever had in your life?
Yeah, in my life.
Probably one of my favorite parts of the trip. Once again, working with a good friend of mine, RK, and he has a company there, Webnamasti, and we'll put a link down below where you can check them out. But got to do a little bit of work with them. I've been working with them for quite a while. They do some amazing things as far as business development and marketing. But one of my most fun things to do is you guys, first of all, got to do some homeschooling at their office while RK and I was working with his team. But Cody, maybe share a little bit about what did you end up doing at lunchtime, at their office one time.
I danced. I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you had kind of a dance off.
Kind of.
We had so much fun with the team there, RK's team at Webnamasti. They treat us like family. I mean, we just can't say thank you enough to them. Just how great they were, how much fun they were, how engaging they were. And I got to be honest with you, I do a lot of consulting for a lot of different businesses, big and small. I don't know if I've ever seen the synergy between what they have at their office. It was so much fun. I was actually asked to speak at a business entrepreneur and startup conference at the Indian Institute of Management. It's one of the top business schools back there. So that was a lot of fun to be able to speak there at their conference. And did somebody join me up there?
Yeah.
So what did you get to do in Dad speaking to all these business owners?
I got to turn the slides.
Proud mom.
And I'm proud of it.
So he
Should
got
be.
to his first official business conference, and he did a great job. He didn't hesitate. And like Carrie has mentioned, maybe touch on that again, just the different vibe that it was in Kerala, and especially in Calicut with the tropical and traffic and...
Yeah, it's more of an island vibe, more of, sort of like Hawaii almost. The Costa Rica feel where there's still the rawness of India there, but just very tropical.
So very, very different from northern India. Not that one was better than the other, but it was really nice to get to see the different parts. The other thing that we like too, getting down into Calicut, is what is in Kerala. What do they serve there that they don't do anywhere else in India? They eat steak.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can have beef, and that's the only part of India where you can do that. So we were excited to learn.
I got my red meat.
Perfect.
So anyway, and then one of the other things we did then, as we were getting ready to leave Kerala,
Taking the train to Kochi from Calicut.
I was really looking forward to it. And what did you think of it?
It was really fun. I mean, I got to look out the train door.
And we played games.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it
card
because
games.
I like watching my movies.
So you liked it, but one of the things that was fun is about 2/3 of the way through the ride, or maybe 3/4 of the way through the train ride, everybody had already started to get off the train, so it became hardly anybody on the train left.
Yeah.
And so we got to walk up and down the trains, and we were in an air-conditioned car, but actually I think more fun was in the back, where it was just wide open. And so it was fun. We got to go between the cars, Cody and Sam and I think Mom did too.
Yeah.
And did we get to lean out and kind of look around what was going on? It was kind of like something out of the movies. Was that fun?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Polar Express all over again.
So kind of like that. So, but it was a lot of fun to take a train. So if you get a chance to do a traditional train ride in India, I highly recommend that as well. That was a lot of fun. So thanks to Kate for that.
യാത്രക്കാരുടെ ശ്രദ്ധയ്ക്ക് കോട്ടയം വഴി പോകുന്ന ട്രെയിൻ നമ്പർ 1208 കണ്ണൂർ തിരുവനന്തപുരം ജനശതാബ്ദി എക്സ്പ്രസ് ഒന്നാമത്തെ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമിൽ നിൽക്കുന്നു. യാത്രികർ കൃപയാ ധ്യാൻ ദീജിए. गाड़ी नंबर
Did that you got to drive
The river.
the riverboat. So maybe you can share Cody and Sam a little bit about the riverboat.
Then we went on the riverboat. It was such a spectacular event, and it was a life-changing experience after going on it.
What was so life-changing about it?
It was just the peacefulness and just
Yeah.
seeing how everyone on like the other sides of the water, like they were living there, how they were just bathing.
Yeah, we saw people bathing on the side of the river, and then we saw girls with their really nice uniforms on with their backpacks walking up and down the side, and then we saw people doing laundry, which I have a shot of later that comes up. You know, just this boat, it really was relaxing, which was nice because India is so, northern India was so busy and crazy, and coming down to this area, Kerala is just so relaxing. Sammy, what did you like about the being on the boat?
We had a private chef who cooked us food that we picked out. We had our own driver, a full staff to wait on us and everything.
Pretty
it was
nice.
really nice.
And I even got to drive for a little bit, and I got to shoot up my cap gun upstairs, and it was like a scene from Pirates of the Caribbean.
It was, like I said, really relaxing, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of the tour of the bedroom. So not super fancy or anything, but spectacular all the same. So.
And then I will take you upstairs and show you this part of the riverboat. Oh, Cody, I'm coming out. Do you want to come down?
No, actually, I'll come. No, okay, you
I'll come up. So this is the upstairs to where we are staying. And Sammy's here just chilling, relaxing. How are you doing, Queen of Sheba?
I'm doing great.
Yeah? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yep.
Cody, are you torturing your sister?
Fan me. No. I'll sit on you.
Fan me. How are you guys doing? Do you guys like the riverboat thing?
Yeah.
Pretty comfortable?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's really comfortable.
Yeah.
Like it?
Okay, now I'm ready.
Okay. So this is where we are sleeping tonight. What do you like best about India?
I can't pick. Honestly, the ice cream.
Always the food for him.
It is always the food for him.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your favorite thing, Sam?
You know what? I really don't know. But he's right. The ice cream's really good.
You like the shopping here.
Yeah, definitely the shopping.
Yeah. Anything else? What are you thinking of the food? And you can be honest.
Food is good.
I think it's
There's
okay.
some foods I like, some I don't.
Most of it, it's
Most
hard
of it I
for me because most of the food is very spicy, and I don't like spicy. So that's how I put it.
Yeah. So you've been
So
eating.
all I eat is basically the rice and the bread.
What I eat is all spicy food.
He eats everything except
In fact,
macaroni.
I ate the world's spiciest pepper.
Yes, you did. And what'd you think of that?
It was very spicy. My face turned red.
It did turn red, and so did your ears. So, okay, anything else you guys want to share with people in
No.
other parts of the world about India?
Yes, it's great here.
So we just got off our beautiful boat, and we are going to go shopping in town. I don't even know if you can get to this place by boat, or by any other way other than boat.
No pineapple.
उसने कैसे देना हाँ ये ना 35
Cody, the crabs are alive.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Sam, you want to pick one up?
Yeah.
Wait, seriously?
Now those are some prawns. Put your hand next to it, Sammy, so I can see how big they are in comparison. Those are big. You gonna hold them? Oh.
Heavier than they look.
You gonna try them, Cody?
Yeah.
Are they heavy?
Those are shrimp. That's nuts. So we get to pick what we want for dinner. It's sort of like fishing.
It's sliding.
And then it looks like there's some.
Tuna.
Oh, tuna. Oh, that might be my selection.
And then
Pale sport Karimi. This one that we had.
Oh, that's the one we just had ate. That was delicious.
mommy.
Red snapper
Red snapper.
and seawater crab.
Seawater crab. Okay. Wonderful.
Cody, look at the
All of this is from in these waters.
daddy. Look at this.
Seawater is like a freshwater there.
These are freshwater. All the freshwater fish are.
This is what we just had.
These are freshwater.
Look at the eyes on it. Through the bone and everything.
Probably not the bone, but still.
You want to try?
How was it?
How was it?
Give Sammy a little sip. We've had those when we were in Hawaii.
No problem.
And those are the coconuts that they grab. They could either shimmy up the tree and grab them, and then, or just chop them down from there, and they bring them down here. And there's a ton of them all around, and they chop them up there to get the kind of cut them open, and then they use that to cut them in half, and then they basically put straws in them and sell them. And that's how they make their profit. And this is us enjoying it. It was really good, actually. It's pretty good. And then there's also a ton of bananas that grow around everywhere in every place.
And right outside our boat, when we were getting off to go do our quote-unquote fishing, there's this lady, well, they're all over the place, these ladies doing laundry, and I just think how hard they work, and they're washing them right there in the river. I think about being in Temecula when we lived there, and I had my front load washer and dryer, and how sometimes I'd complain, going, oh, I have to do laundry. I will never complain again. You know, these women in these areas, they spend their entire day just washing sheets and stuff. All I have to do is throw them in a washer dryer. I mean, everybody does in America. It's just kind of, we take for granted some of the simpler things in life, and I will never complain about doing laundry again. I just won't. It's not in me after seeing how hard these women are working.
And then we took one of the little bumblebee taxi cars over to the beach. And the water was so warm, and it was very crowded, as you can see up there. It was very crowded, but nobody was swimming in it, which is weird. Everybody was just splashing in it, but the water was very warm, and you can stare at the sun and it won't hurt your eyes because there's so much fog, and it just won't hurt your eyes. But the water was very warm, and it was really nice.
Deep frying these peppers and cauliflower. Frying them.
Cody, you want to try one?
Cody. Yeah. He's not that bad at all.
Go ahead.
Tomato sauce, salsa.
Sammy, you want one?
Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
Let me try a bite.
And the street food is so delicious. If you ever go to India, you definitely need to try the street food. It is not an option. It's a must-have thing. Between the cauliflower and the peppers that they deep fry, it is just amazing. It was one of my favorite foods there.
So after leaving the beach, we were driving back to the riverboat, and we noticed a festival going on. And what did we see there at the festival?
Well, there was these elephants that looked like they were chained up, but it's more of a mental thing, so they feel protected.
And what were they going to do with the elephants, Sammy?
They were going to decorate them, but we couldn't stay because it was at like 9 and we had to get back to the boat.
Yeah, they put jewels on them, and they bring them into this temple here, and they worship them. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm. And there are these bread things that they serve with every meal, and they make them really fast, so really easy to make. And they were my favorite. I love how they're coconut based, like everything is, and they're really good, and I enjoy them.
Yeah, they serve them at almost every meal, and you can eat them. They're almost like a tortilla, right?
Yeah.
But then we did go to Kochi after that,
Yes.
and we were really excited there, and we got to meet a couple people from our church in Temecula, kind of a sister Calvary Chapel church there. And, met a wonderful couple there, that pastor and his wife at Calvary Chapel in Kochi, and was that a lot of fun hanging out with them?
So after leaving this beautiful Catholic cathedral, we went walking down the boardwalk, and you can pick out any type of fish you want, and they literally cook it right there on the streets for you.
And then we went walking around, and we saw these beautiful colors and chalks and perfumes, and it was really nice. And also the spices, we got to try them. I love the different flavors and the smells. It was really good, nice.
And then we went to Broadway after that, and it's really busy, and it has a lot of mopeds and motorcycles, so it can get through the traffic, since there's a ton of traffic, and it's easier to just go with a motorcycle.
Roy got to give the sermon there, which was amazing. He had the pastor interpret for him. but he did the entire sermon, and I was super proud of him.
എങ്കിലും എന്റെ പിതാവിന്റെ നാമത്തിൽ അയക്കുവാനുള്ള പരിശുദ്ധാത്മാവ് കാര്യം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സകലവും
You
ഉപദേശിക്കും.
guys did get to come up on stage, and Cody got to do the opening prayer, and Sammy got to do the closing prayer as well. So
proud of these
but singing their native tongue with no instruments.
We didn't know what they were saying, and it didn't matter. It just touched our hearts, and yeah, so it's beautiful.
Really great connecting with them. They're doing some amazing things there, and we got to know them. And they're part of serving. Where did we get to go with them on our last night in town?
It was one of my favorite nights.
Yeah.
We went to that like a childhood place.
Yeah. Got to go over there and visit with them and do some entertaining for them. The kids did some karate katas for them for entertainment. We had dinner with them and broke bread and visited with them. It was a special night.
Yeah, it was a very special night, and actually it was a home where for elder people who had been abandoned there. So it was really nice to be able to get back a little bit and serve there, and then what a blessing they were to us to be part of that as well. Huh? We got to sponsor a dinner there, and that was our last night in town. So we only had just a short time in Kochi, but it definitely left a big impression on us. You know, this is kind of wrapping up our time in India. What are your thoughts from a kid's point? What did you guys think of India, all you know, as a whole?
It was really fun. You know, it was really cool to see the way that they live apart from the culture and just how they live their lives and like how everything just kind of goes around.
Yeah.
Between riding on rickshaws and monkeys hanging from wires.
What do you think, Sammy? Was it if you were a kid and their parents were thinking about going to India, would you say yes? You definitely would go check out India.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun.
Yes, I especially recommend the rickshaws.
So, yeah. So you love the rickshaws. That was your favorite part. But and Carrie, what are your thoughts? Just kind of, you know, this was kind of wrapped up our time in India for a little over a month.
Being with the people, they're just so warm and inviting and treat you like family, and we just love it. Yeah, we had a really good experience. Again, the culture shock when we got there, but all in all, it was just amazing. The food, What about you?
Yeah, so, you know, people always say, you hear this a lot, that, you know, when you go to India, you're going to love it or hate it. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you that for us, we absolutely, I think I can speak for all of us, absolutely loved it. The culture there, the people were incredible. I mean, we honestly left a part of our heart when, you know, in India, and leaving there was really hard.
They treated us like royalty.
Yeah, they really did. It was.
They went out of their way.
We will definitely be back there. And like I said, if you get the chance to go to India, we can't recommend it enough. We can't wait till we go back. And but the culture, the people, the food, the experience, you know, the different vibes. I mean, we just absolutely loved it from top to bottom. Matter of fact, I can't think of anything I didn't really enjoy during my time there. I mean, it was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of fun to see the kids have fun as well.
Yeah,
so.
it was super fun to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A good experience. India.
But it has been crazy, nonstop.
And we're
busy.
tired.
And we're tired.
So until next time,
We are
the
Wingin family.
Bye for now.
Bye.